Then we have the bylaws. Think of the bylaws as the day-to-day procedural rules for your community. This is how, who's going to be the board of directors. You have 5 directors, 10 directors, 4, 3, whatever it is. This is when they're elected. This is how they're elected. This is how they're removed. They must meet this many times a year. These are their powers. This is how the members meet. They must have a meeting once a year or once a quarter or whatever it is. Here's quorum for how many people need to show up so you can do business. That's what the bylaws do. Now, the bylaws are still very important, but keep in mind, the bylaws are not the document to set up your rules. Now, in South Carolina, based on that new statute that came out several years ago, bylaws are recorded. In North Carolina, the bylaws sometimes are recorded. They're not always recorded, and it's not required. So they can be changed without going through the same process as the declaration. Because again, they're intended to just be the rules on, here's how elections happen, here's when meetings happen, here are the powers and restrictions of the board of directors, they can hire a management company, so on and so forth. It's not designed to say you can't plant your flowers here, or you can't do this. That's what your declaration is for. And so the hierarchy, again, declaration, articles of incorporation, bylaws, because every once in a while, I'll see where a developer did shove some rules in the bylaws. If they conflict with the declaration controls every time. But it is important to know your bylaws, especially as a board, because this is what will tell you, hey, how many times do I have to meet? We got a director who's not doing anything. What are the rules in our community that for removing them? I've seen a million different ways that's done in the different bylaws. So you do want to know how those things work. So